This week on Fly Rod Chronicles, I head down to southern West Virginia to meet up with our West Virginia native and governor of my home state, Governor Jim Justice. On this episode, we start off by heading to a press conference to meet up with Governor Justice and the head of West Virginia DNR, Stephen McDaniel, where they talk about some new upgrades to the stalking program. From there, we hit the stream to do a little fly fishing. On this show, you'll learn how Governor Justice is not a politician. He's a West Virginia boy at heart, a man that truly cares about the 1.8 million people in his state. And he's pretty good at throwing the fly rod. Not just any fly rod, he is old school and likes his traditional bamboo fly rod. And he's quite the outdoorsman. So stick around, this is going to be a good one. Traveling the world, fishing, enjoying the great outdoors. Those are things that would have seemed impossible to me when I was a kid growing up in the mountains of West Virginia. I'm a lucky man, and I never want to forget it, and I'm hoping that sharing my experiences with folks will inspire them to do the same. I'm Curtis Fleming, and these are my Fly Rod Chronicles.
Welcome back to this week of Fly Rod Chronicles. Hey, this week's going to be exciting. You know, we get to hang out with our very own Governor Jim Justice. You know, he's been a good friend for a long time, and he's not just a governor. He's a good old boy from West Virginia. And we're going to a press conference where we meet up with my good friend, Director of the Division of Natural Resources, Stephen McDaniel. Hey, they're making some good announcements. We're going fly fishing, but first, we're going to the State Park of Twin Falls. Brisk fall morning down here at Twin Falls State Park. Now we're going to Media Day, meet up with Governor Justice. Understand there's some fish where we're going. I'm gonna rely on him because apparently he knows where the fish is at. So looking forward to this, looking forward to today. Wild and wonderful West Virginia. It's fall, it's a great time of year, football season. And did I mention fish? Let's go.
This beautiful stream, the Guyandotte right here, the absolute incredible water that this is right here. And the water is pristine now because the mining companies are doing a lot better job. Beyond all of that, we have the cold water that's coming out of the mines that make this fishery really, really, really special. Now, you know, as this fishery grows in size that way, or it is absolutely pristine beyond belief in this way, you know, we just want to make it better and better and better. And now we're going to move it onto our calendar for 2022, and it will be stocked on a regular basis, not an annual basis, but a regular basis in 2022. And it will provide many, many more opportunities for our anglers to enjoy great fishing in our state, and for the nature lovers to enjoy all the beauty that we have in this state.
If you would like to check out more Fly Rod Chronicles episodes, check us out on YouTube.
You know, I'm just a fly fishing guy, but to hang out with Governor Justice and to be behind the scenes and to be with his team and to hear what's going on with the Division of Natural Resources and what they got planned, you know, it was pretty cool. Now, we're just getting waitered up and we're going fly fishing. Okay, fish on, that's a good one.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Man, what a day, huh? Got to fish with the governor. Got to come down here to Twin Falls State Park. I got to spend more time down here. I'm going to now.
You got yourself a spot now, so
I know.
you know where to come.
I know. I should have been listening to Greg. And I'm gonna just fight.
Tell me when you think he's ready.
They really are.
I can't believe he hasn't jumped yet.
I know.
There's a rainbow. Typically, you get to jump out of the rainbow.
Right.
That's a fat. Look at that guy.
Whew. Man. You know, while we were waiting for Governor Justice to get waitered up and Baby Dog to get TV ready, because Baby Dog is quite the celebrity now, and we had to wait for Baby Dog. Director McDaniel and I, we go way back. You know, we grew up fishing the little lakes and ponds in Harrison County, and then we started fly fishing all over the world. You know, Director McDaniel, he went ahead down to the stream and he had to put his skills to work right away and go ahead and catch a fish.
Yes, sir.
It just doesn't get any better.
Does not get any better than this. Does not get any better.
I think the governor pretty well summed it up when he was talking about good people and good scenery and just
Yep,
good outdoors.
yep,
We really have a lot to offer.
yep. He's been wanting to put fish down here for a long time, and you know, we had to do our homework and our due diligence and make sure we put it in the right spot. But I'm really, really excited about the Guyandotte River and what it's going to mean for trout fishing in West Virginia. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Good job.
That was a good call on that. That was a great call on that.
So, Director, tell us a little bit about today and Wyoming County specifically. Why Wyoming County? Is this kind of a hidden treasure?
Absolutely. You know, Governor Justice has been talking to me a long time about increasing fishing opportunities for people in southern West Virginia. And the Guyandotte River, we've known for some time, has that nice cold water, that mine discharge, and it's really conducive to rainbow trout and brook trout. And so we started talking about it. We did some temperature studies, and we figured out, yeah, it's a pretty good place to put fish. And we started coming down here and checking it out. I did some fishing here last year, and there were already some resident rainbows. I think the locals had figured it out before we did. And it's just an exciting day. So today the governor announced that beginning in 2022, the Guyandotte going to get regular stockings just like they do up in the mountains. The water quality is perfect, the temperatures are perfect, so we're really excited. I know the people in southern West Virginia are excited to get another fishery that's going to receive regular trout.
You know, I've had a chance to talk to, you know, some of your friends like John Wooten and Jerry West and people that you used to turkey hunt with, and they talked about, you know, you being such a young, nimble person that would crawl through the woods and brook trout fish and sneak up on those brook trout because they're very weary fish, and that was your thing. That's what you used to like to do.
Well, I mean, to crawl with a 5-foot fly rod and bend it back and shoot the fly on the water in a stream that wasn't 3 foot wide and catch maybe a 6-inch native brook trout and everything, to me was like catching the biggest tarpon around. I mean, that's all there is to it, because I just loved it with all in me. And so I caught the epidemic early from my dad, and really I was surely infected for life on just the beauty and the greatness of this state and all it offers. I mean, I've said it so many times, I could go anywhere in the world and I could hunt and fish, and I could have done this for a long, long time. I don't go anywhere. And the reason I don't go anywhere because the best of the world is right here. And I mean it. I mean it so sincerely.
Well, I might need a little bit more weight. You definitely might be right. Your mate's sinking fast.
Oh yeah, get ready. Yeah, that's a good float. Good float. There we go, there we go. Ha ha ha! Yes, sir, yes, sir. Good job, Governor. Hey, look at that guy.
Yeah, I mean, y'all, I'm gonna go right here to the edge of the water at least. Come on, buddy.
Very nice fish. So that's a pretty good feeling to be out of the office today, huh?
That's a whole lot better than being in the office.
A whole lot better, there you go. Congratulations, look at that guy.
Look at that bamboo rod dance.
Yes, he does.
All right, Chad, I'm gonna be ready for you here. I'm gonna bring him right to you. All right.
Good job.
Ready to go.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you,
Good
guys.
job,
Thank y'all.
Governor. Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man. Here, son. Get back in your life. To your life.
There you go.
Well,
There you go. So first of all, tell me what you think of your guy, Chad here.
Chad didn't do too bad.
Too bad?
No, I had to work with him a little bit and everything, but he came right along.
I mean, it took 2 casts instead of 1. I understand, yeah.
So Governor, you just got it done. You just caught a fish just that quick.
That's right. That's what we're supposed to do. But Chad, you know, made it all happen and everything. But you know, what a fishery! I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, really, to bring this back to life, and what it can do for this area, from the standpoint of the impact of tourism and everything else, it is just, it's so special. I mean, we're doing lots of great stuff in West Virginia. And West Virginia, like I said, is becoming that diamond in the rough that people missed. And you know what West Virginia is all about. I mean, for crying out loud, you know, both of us grew up humble beginnings and everything. You're talking about the great people that you work with and all the unbelievable things, you know, that they do. So that's what we do in West Virginia. I mean, we just suck it up and start, and we dig and dig, and the world is really quickly getting to see just how great West Virginians really are.
You know, being from north central West Virginia, this was one of my first trips down to southern West Virginia. Director McDaniel called and he said, listen, you guys need to stay at Twin Falls State Park. First time there, and hats off to Director McDaniel and the state park. They have done a renovation that is unbelievable. Go to Twin Falls State Park, check it out. It's not just the scenery, it's the good old West Virginia hospitality. So for someone that's never been to West Virginia,
and they watch the show and they're like, oh my gosh, that rainbow trout, that was such a beautiful fish. God had to paint every little speck on that fish,
Right.
and they want to come. What advice do you have to them?
Well, to be perfectly honest, it's you've probably had an image in your mind of West Virginia in years or decades past that's really not fair. And it's just, the image of West Virginia, the true image of who we are, is just like what I've said. It's beauty beyond belief.
Yeah.
It's for the most fantastic seasons that you can imagine. It's within a rock's throw, 2/3 of the population of the whole country.
Right.
But literally, if you come here, you ought to plan to stay, because you're going to be addicted. I mean, you're going to be addicted to the greatest state and the greatest people that this nation has. And I'm telling everybody, if you want the greatest place in this nation to be, right here's the place to come. And let me say this, and I say this unequivocally, the job you've done is spectacular. And starting from humble beginnings, with a dream, with a passion. You said teaching school, which is great, but went on with your passion and everything. And what you've brought to our state and everything is greatness beyond belief, and I just want you to keep on doing it, and I am as proud of you as I can be. I think you do great stuff.
Caught up in a wild that summer, rolling in thunder. Started as a welcome friend like any other June. Looking for an honesty I couldn't find in nobody. Love to bring home with me, then summer gave me you.
Hey, Jack. Oh, yeah.
Nice. There we go. Another good rainbow, huh?
Oh, this small fish.
Oh man, in the mountains. You know, you hear so much about southern West Virginia, but we never make it down here in the fall because we're always hunting.
That's right.
You know?
Boy, that's a gorgeous fish.
It is. Chunky too, huh? Huh? Nice. Good fish.
I thought we were going to lose it. That's a nice fish. Good job.
So eventually you're going to run out of time being governor. What happens? Do you go back to just Jim? Have you thought about it?
Well, I've been Jim the whole time I've been the governor too. Now there's times when I'm Jimmy, there's times when I'm Jim, and then there's times I got to be James. and you don't want to be around James much and everything, but you got to be James sometime.
Right.
But really and truly, I decided to run for governor to serve. I don't want anything. I don't want a thing, nothing. Not the status. You see, I drive myself. You know, absolutely, I don't want anything. And at the end of the day, that's what our forefathers did. They stepped up and they served. They didn't want anything. They lost a lot by doing it, but at the end of the day, it's been a real honor. It's been a real ride. And when the ride's over, I'm gonna catch a lot of fish.
I think you're going to do that. I think you're going to get a lot of birds with your bird dog. And something else that I learned about you, you know, I kind of thought you liked me when we did our interview, because you said, after this interview, I got to show you something. And you showed me a picture of a real nice buck that you had near your tree stand. And I thought, man, it was just Jim then. I said, he's going to hook me up. I said, Willie, he is showing me this picture because he's going to let me go hunt that buck.
And you know, we're going to leave the fishing to you, brother.
And you know what you did?
That buck is mine.
You know what you did? You went straight up that tree stand and you left me down there.
Well, I mean, that's just part of it. I mean, you can go only so far. I mean, we've gone a long way with the fishing, but you're not going to my buck.
That's it.
Thank you, and thank all y'all. Really and truly. Curtis,
We appreciate
keep it up,
you, Governor.
man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
More than you'll know. Thank y'all.
All right.
Thank y'all.